Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hey guys, how you doing? Well. This morning I decided I had no idea where I'm going. So I got in the car and thought, which way should I drive? And I thought, I'll just come out and drive into town by the big lake. Remember the lake for the powerboat racing I showed you? Well, there's actually another road that leads around the back of this the lake, so I just thought I'll go down there. And I came out to this monster stupa. I don't know if you can see it, it's a little bit bright. What's up guys? I have a story for you. So I found this quiet place, but I don't know how long it's going to last, so I'll start. So this young guy inherits this gem, and he says to his granddad after many years, I want to sell this gem. And he goes, okay, how much is it? He says to granddad, how much is it worth? And he goes, how much do you think it's worth? He says, I don't know, what is something worth? So he said, okay, take it to the market and ask the people in the market at the that sells jewelry how much they would, or ask them if they want it. So he goes to and he says to granddad, he goes, how much should I ask for it? He says, just tell him this when you go there. And he goes, okay. So he goes to the market and he looks around and he goes, he found somebody, and he goes there and says, would you like to buy this gem from me? So they said, okay, cool, let's have a look at it. And then they hum and ah, not sure. So he they ask around, and a few people look, and nobody's really paying attention, and said, yeah, I'll buy it from you. He says, how much? He goes, like this. He goes, yeah, I'll give you $2 for it, no problem. So he says, okay, thank you. So he goes back to granddad and says, granddad, I offered $2. Okay, nice. That's right. He says, do you think it's worth that? And he goes, I'm not really sure. He says, well, it's from your grandma. He goes, I'm not sure. He goes, okay, take it to another place, another jewelry store closer to town, and just do the same thing. So he goes to the jewelry store, walks in, they look at the gem, and they go, oh yeah, that's very pretty. So, they look at it, and they get the whole thing on it, and look inside, and say, okay, yep, looks like a nice gem. How much do you want for it? And the little guy goes like this, and he goes, okay, I'll give you $2,000 for it. And he goes, oh, okay. So he goes home and sees granddad and says, granddad, they said they'll give me $2,000 for it. He said, wow, that's nice. He says, okay, come on, we'll go into town. We'll go into town, and we'll go to the big jewelry store in town. He says, but you go in by yourself. And he says, when they ask how much, just go like this. So they go to the big jewelry store, and the little kid walks in, and the guy looks down at him like, what? So he says, he says, would you like to buy this gem? And he looks at it and goes, where'd you get this from? And he says, it was my grandma's. And he goes, okay, let me have a look. He looks at it, inspects it and everything. He says, how much do you want for it? And he goes like this. And the guy goes, yeah, I'll give you $20,000 for it. And the little kid was like, what? So he goes back outside to Grandpa, and he says, Grandpa, he says, he'll give me $20,000. He says, yeah, that's right. That's about what it's worth. He says, but one guy said $2, and the other said 2,000, and another one said 20,000. He says, yeah. He says, because that's what it's worth. So the moral of the story is, if you're in a relationship that you're getting treated like $2, then maybe it's time to leave and find somebody who's going to treat you like the $20,000 gem that you are. just driving along, minding my business. I stopped by the lake here to have a look and nose around, and I have some new friends. My new friends. We've just been talking English. What is your name?
My name is Jasmine.
And what's your name in Thai?
I'm Salocha.
Salocha. And that means Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Cool. And your name?
Ishaq.
That's an Arabic name, right? No English version, just Arabic name.
Nine.
And my name is Kevin. So we will be on YouTube tonight. Just sitting here talking about English, talking about the world. And Jasmine's at university, studying to be an accountant. And he's just finishing up high school right now. And then next year he's going to university. Correct? Okay, so here we are with my new friends. Come for something to eat at this restaurant here. And I asked them to order something, and they got some fish fingers or something. And I got a little piece of steak and some salad, and somtam salad, and a little bit of French fry. So time to chow down. Just had some food with that young couple, and then I was sat over there by myself, way over in the middle of nowhere, trying to be quiet. And they went by on the scooter 2 times, and then they just pulled over and said they wanted to speak English. So they sat and talked with me for a little while. Kind of cool, actually. But I was getting hungry, so I said to them, "Come on, I'll buy you lunch." And we went over to have lunch. And now I'm going to go home and feed the dogs. Okay, guys, so that's me for today. Feel a little bit bitty. But the moral of the story is, you're a gem. Don't sell yourself off to somebody who does not appreciate you. It might be painful to leave, like it did for me. Very painful. Messed up my head for a long time, but I left. I just got on a plane and left. So I wish you guys all the best. Look after yourselves. See you next time.